In 1848, gold was discovered in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California. Thousands of people from across the United States and indeed the world set out for these mountains in search of fortune and glory. Most came in 1849, thus earning them the moniker 49ers. One such group, the San Joaquin Company, left from Salt Lake City in October 1849. A train of 107 wagons setting out in search of riches in the Golden State. Little did they know that they would bring infamy to that now famous 49er moniker. Because October is no time to be crossing the Sierra Nevada mountains. The Sierras would have been impassable that late in the season for a party of pioneer wagons. The Donner Party had found this out the hard way only 3 years earlier. Determined not to spend the winter in Salt Lake City, however, the San Joaquin Company instead set their sights on an alternative route, the old Spanish Trail, memorialized today as a National Historical Trail. This route would lead them south of the Sierras and allow them to pass in winter. Led by Captain Jefferson Hunt, the party headed out into the wilds of Utah. It was not long, however, before conflict arose. Near present-day Enterprise, Utah, a man rode into camp claiming to know a shortcut to the Sierras via Walker Pass, 500 miles shorter, he claimed. Patience was already wearing thin with Captain Hunt by this time due to an issue finding water, and many of the pioneer families jumped at the opportunity to shorten their journey. Of the 107 wagons that left Salt Lake City that October, all but 7 chose to abandon the San Joaquin Company in favor of the shorter route. Not long after the split, near the Utah-Nevada border, the massive cliffs of Beaver Dam Wash forced all but 27 of the defectors back to Captain Hunt to continue on the old Spanish Trail. But the 27 who remained, who forged on into the wildlands of Nevada and later California, had made a fateful decision. A decision that would earn them the infamous name of the Lost 49ers. They didn't even have a reliable map, but they thought as long as they headed west, they would find their fabled Walker Pass, their fabled shortcut. Through the deserts of Nevada they went until they arrived at Groom Lake, near the present-day locations of Rachel, Nevada, and Area 51. Here, another split. The Bennett-Arcan party wanted to head south to Mount Charleston in search of reliable water. The Jayhawkers wanted to continue west to keep forging on. And so they went split for now. The split was not to last, however, as the two parties found themselves reunited once again in the Amargosa Desert, just east of the present-day Death Valley. They entered the Woodby Park at today's Death Valley Junction and had reached Travertine Springs by Christmas. Here, another split, this time permanent. The Jayhawkers headed north into the Mesquite Flat sand dunes. Their wagons became bogged down and incapable of continuing on, though. They burned their wagons and slaughtered their oxen for jerky, determined to continue west on foot. They crossed the Panamint Range at Town Pass before dropping into the Panamint Valley on the other side. From there, they continued south, eventually finding civilization at Rancho San Francisco, near present-day Santa Clarita, but only after another arid crossing of the Mojave Desert. The Bennett-Arcan party, however, chose a different direction. They tried their luck with the salt flats of Death Valley before attempting to cross the Panamints at Warm Spring Canyon. They were unsuccessful. Forced to return to the valley floor, the party sent out 2 young men in search of help. William Lewis Manley and John Rogers spent nearly a month traveling 300 miles to the San Fernando Mission for supplies and horses. They started the return journey back to their stranded friends with 3 horses and a one-eyed mule. But by the time they arrived back in the valley, 1 horse had died and the other 2 had to be abandoned. Only the mule remained. Nonetheless, they found their way back to the lost 49ers only to discover that most of them had abandoned the camp in search of their own way out. Only 2 families remained. 1 man had died. Upon leaving the valley and resuming their journey west, one member of the party was said to have remarked, "Goodbye, Death Valley," thus giving this fabled national park its name. All right, I know I said I wasn't going to have a video out this week, but I lied. I like you all and you deserve nice things. So I worked hard to get this video out for you on the origins of the name Death Valley. If you are interested in more stories like this one about national parks, protected areas, and public lands from all around the world, do me a favor and hit the like, subscribe, and the little bell thing buttons. All of that stuff helps me bring more park stories to more people, which is like all I want this channel to do, reach lots of people, as many as I can, and help them learn about these amazing places. Also, this operation, this whole National Park Diaries thing, is entirely fan-funded. And if you're willing and able to support me more directly, I do have a Patreon. I have a Discord. I do trip reports, like when I visit national parks and stuff. I do AMAs, director's commentaries. I run a book club. You can get your name in the credits, a whole bunch of stuff. You can get it all for starting as low as $2 per month over at patreon.com/nationalparkdiaries. Follow me on Instagram for channel updates, park visit pictures, and like if you just want to get in touch with me, that's probably the easiest way. Thank you. I appreciate you. Glad I could get this video out for you this week without having to take a break. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.